Thank you, Mike. My God, 300.
Well, here's the thing. So Christy just said, how many years is that? I'll do a little quick math. It's about, you can give about every 2 months.
Right.
So that's 6 a year. And if he's been doing it for, if it's 300, then that means that somehow he's been giving blood for 50 years. Pat is a Renaissance man.
He is.
He's just an
excellent
outstanding
baker,
human
too.
being. He does it all.
So he bakes his own treats after he
His yard is perfectly manicured. Matt, I know you'll appreciate that.
Yeah.
He's a cyclist.
Yeah.
He's very fitness aware. We love Pat here.
We do love Pat.
300.
We need to get him.
That's incredible.
Pat, you put us to shame.
Right.
On that vein, see what I did there? See what I did there, kids?
Like that's a
See
nice
what I
twist,
did?
Jay. Yes. Yes.
That was top of the head, too. Didn't think about that, didn't
Wow.
write that.
That's amazing.
Your weather word today is volunteer.
Volunteer.
Yeah, because we need more Pat Woodsides
We
around
do
here.
need more Pat Woodsides, yeah. Tremendous guy and tremendous cookies. You're right about that. Good old Pat. Where is he?
I know.
He's in there. I know he's
in his
behind that
edit
glass
case.
back there.
He's probably
what?
avoiding us.
No, he's no doubt embarrassed that we're talking
That's
about
what I
him.
mean, yeah.
Probably. All right. Volunteer.
Volunteer, singular.
Volunteer. Got it. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll get that into the forecast. Big news. Hey, we've got sunshine back. We're drying things out. We had some puffy cumulus clouds this afternoon out towards areas of Ashtabula County, produced some showers out towards the Andover area. Those have since cleared. But we've had a lot of rain once again in the last 24 hours. If you look at some of the totals coming out of Geauga County, there was a cell that sat over Solon, went up through Chagrin Falls, Russell Township, South Russell last night, produced another 1 to 2 inches of rain. Otherwise, we got 1/4 of an inch to 3/4 of an inch for most of us. And then down towards the south areas of southern Tuscarawas and Carroll counties picked up close to an inch again. If we go back, not over the past 24 hours, but we'll go back since Sunday, and this was just what we needed. We know that, but how much fell? You notice the big corridor there from 71 north got anywhere from 2 to 5 inches of rain. Lesser amounts down towards the south. This is where we're talking about where we needed it. You were the volunteer when it came to not getting as much rainfall. I know it's a little early on that. You weren't ready in there, 1/2 inch to an inch. And you notice we've got 1 to 3 inches down towards. Thanks, guys. Yeah, you missed it. You fell asleep. Hey, there it is. All right, we'll get it going again. This low pressure is finally outbound, so all that rain that we needed is outbound right now. But we look off towards the north. There's a weak system here, and it brings a storm chance tomorrow. And you're probably saying, well, Matt, it doesn't look like much. There's just clouds and a couple sprinkles out of that. But if we turn on the water vapor product, which I think Christy and Jay said this was, she says this is like the death thing or something.
Yeah,
Oh, no, it's the Armageddon.
No, yeah, that's just, I call that the Satan satellite.
Satan satellite.
Just,
I mean,
it looks so ominous.
It does look ominous, that's it. But this is how we see the swirls in the atmosphere. And you can see there's a real good punch of swirl coming in here, a real good punch of energy that's going to jet into our atmosphere tomorrow, which is going to have a little bit of humidity, a little bit of heat with it. And I think we spark not just a couple thunderstorms, but I really think we're going to see a couple stronger storms. And it's just me. It's not in the SBC wording. The modeling's not showing that. But we'll have to keep an eye on tomorrow afternoon and evening thunderstorms. So let's take a look at it. First things first, it's cool tonight. We're down to the 40s and low 50s. Feels much like fall. Notice tomorrow for your Thursday, we start with sunshine. We'll increase clouds as we go throughout the midday hours. Here's the latest model run, bringing a couple storms into areas down towards the south and west. We'll get a new model run in the next half hour. We'll see how it holds. But notice the thunderstorm chances as we go through tomorrow night, perhaps another round overnight into Friday morning. Again, heavy rain possible out of those. Could see a couple strong storms. And then we do much like what we did yesterday, tomorrow, if that makes sense, where we start with clouds and drizzle, then we'll bring back the sunshine, comfortable breeze. Your Friday afternoon, evening looks great. How much more rain are we going to add to it? Well, not a whole lot, but you get underneath a thunderstorm, could see up to an inch of additional rainfall. And I mentioned this last night at 11, not hearing a lot about this either, but that atmosphere smoke is back from Canadian wildfires on Friday. It should be lofted in the atmosphere, but we're not going to see that blue sky on Friday. We'll probably have some haze. The cool air is sticking around. Where's the summer heat? Well, it's off towards the west. Where does it go the next 7 to 10 days? Stays off towards the west. So we are going to avoid any of this serious summertime heat. They've got it in Texas. If you're missing it, Corpus Christi, there feels like temperature this hour was at 116. 7-day forecast brought to you by Union Home Mortgage. We turn warm for your Father's Day, but dry. There's your rain chances into next week.